Hey trainers, you ready to battle?
Always ready.
Sweet. Well, get those battle parties ready because we're diving deep into the GO Battle League Dual Destiny season.
Sounds intense.
It is. Think 4x Stardust, some sweet Grimsleaf action, and a whole new meta to conquer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got all the intel you need from the official word from Niantic all the way to, well, expert analysis right here. So buckle up. And before we forget, hit that like button and subscribe to 1Z for more awesome Pokemon Go content.
Can't forget that.
Definitely not. All right, so let's unpack all this. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. You've got those official Niantic announcements, and I've got all the breakdowns. I'm ready to help you guys crush this season.
Crush it. All right, first things first. When does this whole battle bonanza actually kick off?
December 3rd, 2024. Mark it on your calendars. That's when Dual Destiny officially begins.
Okay, December 3rd.
Got it. And it wraps up sometime in February 2025. They haven't given us an exact end date yet.
Okay, so we've got a couple months here, plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time to climb those ranks and snag some sweet rewards.
Ooh, speaking of rewards, what are the dates we should be circling? Any chances to really rake in the Stardust? You know, for those of us that need to power up our Pokemon after a particularly humbling battle streak.
Oh, there are definitely some prime times to grind.
Okay, good.
We've got count 'em, 4x Stardust weeks
Wow.
sprinkled throughout the season.
Okay, lay them on me.
All right. December 10th to the 17th.
Okay.
December 17th to the 24th.
All right, so back to back there in December.
Gotcha. Then we jump into the new year, January 7th to the 14th, January 28th to February 4th, and then February 4th to the 11th.
Okay, so those are the weeks to prioritize battling if you really want to, make the most of your time.
You got it.
I like the sound of that.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk events and rewards. We know there's GO Battle Week, Dual Destiny happening from January 21st to the 26th.
Yeah.
What's got you hyped about that?
Well, besides the obvious 4x Stardust from wins,
Yeah, right, of course. Besides that,
we're getting 20 battle sets a day.
20. Okay, now we're talking.
There's free timed research with some awesome Grimsley-inspired shoes as a reward.
Love it.
And this is big, the Pokemon you encounter as battle rewards will have wider stat ranges.
Hold up. Wider stat ranges.
Yeah.
Explain that like I'm a level 5 trainer who just hatched their first egg.
All right, so basically the Pokemon you encounter could have better attack, defense, and HP than usual.
Okay, so they're stronger.
Exactly. This means they could be more powerful in battles. It's like finding a hidden gem with better potential.
So you're saying my reward encounters could actually be good for once?
They definitely could be.
This is groundbreaking. All right, on to the rewards themselves. What's catching your eye?
For guaranteed rank-up encounters, we have some real contenders this time around.
Yeah, like what?
Scraggy, Sandile, Jangmo,
Ooh, those are good.
Dino,
Nice.
Frigibax,
Okay.
and even Pikachu Libre.
Pikachu Libre, come on, that's awesome.
Plus, there's always the chance for a shiny.
Shiny Pikachu Libre.
Oh,
Oh, okay, now I'm officially hyped.
Yeah.
What about those standard encounters? What else can we expect to see?
Get ready for a mix, all right? So we've got Clefairy, Machop, Mienfoo,
Okay.
Bunnelby, Fletchling, Frillish,
Mm-hmm.
Tugadimaru, Teddiursa, Galarian Stunfisk,
Nice.
Phantump, Citottle,
Ooh, I like Citottle.
Totodile, Hisuian Sneasel, and Pancham.
Okay, solid lineup.
And once you hit rank 20, those standard encounters can even include the Pokemon currently appearing in 5-star raids.
Wait, so if you're lucky, you could snag a legendary or even an Ultra Beast just from battling.
It's possible.
Talk about efficiency. And don't forget, trainers, if you're loving this deep dive on the new season, make sure to show 1Z some love by hitting that like button and subscribing for more Pokemon Go goodness.
Yes, do it.
Now let's talk about that free timed research pass, 100 wins per page.
That's right.
Sounds like a challenge, but
Yeah.
what are the rewards like?
Well, for starters, Stardust and Rare Candy XL.
Those are always welcome.
Oh, absolutely. But if you hit 400, you get an Elite Fast TM. And at 500 wins, an Elite Charge TM.
Whoa, those are some serious rewards for dedicated battlers.
They are.
Elite TMs are like gold dust.
Yeah, they are hard to come by.
Definitely worth grinding for, especially if
Alright.
you're aiming for that competitive edge. Speaking of looking sharp, let's not forget the fashion. Grimsley-inspired avatar items. Tell me more.
Okay. Picture this.
I'm picturing.
You reach Ace rank, and you unlock those cool Grimsley shoes.
Okay,
Then at Veteran rank, you snag those signature pants.
I like it.
And if you hit Expert rank, bam, you get that snazzy top.
That's a whole outfit right there.
It is.
What about those who reach, the legendary legend rank. Is there a reward for their fashion prowess?
Absolutely. For those who conquer the GO Battle League and reach legend rank, there's an exclusive Grimsley pose waiting for you. The ultimate way to show off your dominance in style.
Okay, so you'll be a battling legend who looks like a battling legend.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the cups. We've got a whole lineup of unique battles this season. What's first on the agenda?
Kicking things off, we have the Fantasy Cup Great League Edition.
Fantasy Cup.
Yeah, your Pokemon need to be at or below 1500 CP.
Okay.
And only Dragon, Steel, and Fairy types are allowed.
It's an interesting mix, not your typical type combo.
It's definitely unique.
What kind of strategies do you think we'll see in this cup? Any early predictions?
Well, with Fairy types being so prevalent in other cups, this could be a chance for some lesser-used Dragon types to really shine.
I'm already picturing some surprise powerhouses emerging. All right, what's next on the cup schedule?
We have the Holiday Cup, Little Edition. It's a little cup, so Pokemon need to be at or below 500 CP.
Okay, little cup.
And only normal, grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost types are allowed.
Little cup. Where the little guys get their chance to shine. That CP limit really forces you to get creative.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's next? We got a lot of cups to cover.
Next up is the Color Cup, Great League Edition, The Catch. Only red and pink Pokemon are eligible.
So it's not about the type advantage. It's about rocking those fabulous hues.
Exactly.
I love it. What about the CP limit for this one?
It's a Great League Cup, so 1500.
All right, fashion-conscious trainers, get those red and pink Pokemon ready. Now let's head to the jungle, shall we? Tell me about the Jungle Cup, Little Edition.
Another little cup, so that 500 CP limit is in play.
Okay.
Eligible types are normal, grass, electric, poison, ground, flying, bug, and dark.
Sounds pretty open.
It does, but, and this is a big but,
Oh.
Gligar and Galarian Stunfisk are banned.
Oh, those exclusions really shake things up. What strategies do you think will emerge now that those two powerhouses are out of the picture?
It's anyone's guess. This is definitely a cup to watch. I'm excited to see what creative team compositions emerge.
The suspense is killing me. What's next on our cup adventure?
Let's spread some love with the Love Cup, Great League Edition.
Okay, Love Cup.
Another color-themed cup. This one's focusing on red or pink Pokemon, at or below 1500 CP.
So, similar to the Color Cup, but with a potentially different pool of eligible Pokemon.
Ah.
It'll be interesting to see how the strategies differ. All right, what's the grand finale of our cup lineup?
Get ready for the Master League Mega Edition.
Here we go.
No CP limit, and you can finally unleash those mega evolved Pokemon.
Mega Pokemon in the GO Battle League. Things are about to get serious. I'm already feeling the heat.
Expect to see some incredibly powerful Pokemon dominating the scene. Mega Evolution brings a whole new level of strategy to the Master League.
This is going to be epic. All right, trainers, we've covered the cups, but there's more. We need to talk about those combat system changes and the attack updates. Stay tuned, because things are about to get even more interesting.
Definitely. All right, so we left off talking about some pretty big shakeups.
Yeah, Mega Pokemon, new cups, all that.
Right, and we can't forget about the combat system changes. Some attack updates are coming.
Ooh, yeah, those are always interesting. But let's dive into that.
Okay, first up, the switch timer. It's staying the same.
Still 50 seconds.
Yep, 50 seconds. But now, let's talk attack changes.
Okay, hit me with it. What are we looking at?
Well, some big changes to some pretty common moves.
Like what?
Well, for starters, all those Fang attacks are getting an energy boost.
The Fang attacks? Wait, you mean like Fire Fang, Ice Fang?
Yep, those and Thunder Fang too.
So what does that mean for trainers? Like which Pokemon will actually benefit from that?
Well, think about Pokemon like Arcanine or Alolan Ninetales.
Oh yeah, those are popular.
Right, and with a faster energy gain from those fangs, they could become real threats in Great League and Ultra League.
So a little buff for those Pokemon.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. What else? What other attack changes?
Okay, this one's a big one. Bulldoze.
Bulldoze. Yeah, that's a pretty common move.
It's getting a pretty significant rework.
Rework. Like how?
So they're powering it down a little bit,
Okay, less damage.
but they're also lowering the energy cost.
Interesting trade-off.
And get this, it now has a chance to lower the opponent's defense.
Whoa. Okay, so it's less about raw power and more about like setting up for future attacks.
Exactly. It's going to be much more strategic to use now.
I like that. It adds a layer of strategy.
Right. It's not just spam and pray anymore.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And what about those punch attacks? Any changes there?
Yeah, they're getting some love too. Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, they're all getting power increases.
Across the board.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are pretty common moves, so this is going to have a pretty widespread impact, I think.
Yeah, could shake things up for sure. Any other notable changes?
Well, this one might seem small, but Thundershock is also getting a power boost.
Thundershock. Really? Isn't that like a pretty basic move?
It is, yeah. But don't underestimate those little guys.
Okay, fair enough.
Could be a game changer for certain electric types,
Yeah.
especially in those lower CP cups.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Now, what about new moves? Any Pokemon getting some fresh attacks?
Oh, yeah, there are a few exciting additions. Lay them on me.
Dragalge is getting Focus Blast.
Focus Blast, that's a powerful move.
Right. And it gives Dragalge some much-needed coverage against Steel types, which are pretty common in several cups this season.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be huge for Dragalge.
I think so, too. Now, this one's kind of funny. Bibarel is learning Rollout.
Bobberol. Is it finally time for Bibarel to roll out some serious damage?
Well, we'll have to see if it actually makes Bibarel a viable pick in any cups, but it's definitely an interesting addition.
I can't wait to see what crazy strategies people come up with for that one.
Me too. Gliscor is also picking up Sand Attack.
Sand Attack. That one's a little more strategic, isn't it?
It is. It lowers the opponent's accuracy. So could be really useful for stalling strategies.
That's going to be annoying to go up against.
Yeah, definitely. And lastly, Starmie is getting 2 new moves.
2? Wow, okay. Which ones?
Psywave, which is a fast attack, and then Surf for a charged attack.
So a new fast move and a new charged move. That's gonna make Starmie much more versatile.
Yeah, it really expands its move pool, could make it a much more well-rounded attacker.
I'm excited to see how that all plays out for Starmie.
Yeah.
So we've got all these attack changes, new moves. It sounds like the meta could be in for some serious shakeups.
Yeah, I think so too. It's going to be a wild ride for sure.
And for our listeners who are already theory crafting their new teams, what are some of the big takeaways here? What should they be paying attention to?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just don't underestimate the impact of even small changes. Like a slight energy boost to a fast attack or a new move in a Pokemon's arsenal, that can make a world of difference.
It's all about those tiny details that can really give you an edge.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not just about individual Pokemon and their moves, but how they fit into the overall team composition and the current meta,
Right. It's like building a puzzle. Each Pokemon is a piece, and you gotta find the right combination to create a complete and powerful picture.
That's a great analogy. And you also need to consider the specific cup you're playing in. Those type restrictions and CP limits, they can really, really shake things up.
Oh, absolutely. Pokemon that dominates in Great League might be completely useless in Master League. You got to adapt and strategize accordingly.
Which brings me to another crucial point. Flexibility. Don't be afraid to experiment with different team compositions and try out new strategies.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in testing and iterating. You can't be afraid to fail, right? That's how you learn and improve.
Couldn't agree more. And speaking of learning and improving, let's maybe talk about some specific changes and what they might mean for the meta. What are you most curious about?
Well, those boosted Fang attacks definitely have my attention. I think we might see a resurgence of fire, ice, and electric types that rely on those moves. Pokemon like Arcanine and Alolan Ninetales, they could become real threats in the Great League and Ultra League.
I think you're onto something there. And don't forget about those new moves. A Pokemon like Starmie with its expanded move pool, it could become a real force to be reckoned with, especially in cups where Psychic and Water types have an advantage.
And let's not forget about the elephant, or should I say the Mega Pokemon, in the Rue Master League. Mega Edition is going to be a whole new ball game.
Absolutely. We're going to see some incredibly powerful teams battling it out. It's going to be a true test of skill and strategy. I can't wait to see what kind of mega-powered mayhem unfolds.
I'm already getting nervous just thinking about it. All right, traders, that was a whirlwind tour of the combat system changes and what they might mean for the meta. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry, we got you covered.
That's right. Remember, knowledge is power in the Big O Battle League. The more you understand the game's intricacies, the better equipped you'll be to succeed. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you're subscribed to 1Z. We'll break down all the latest updates and help you craft winning strategies.
Speaking of strategies, we want to hear from you. What are you most excited about in the Dual Destiny season? What are your predictions for the meta? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts and theories.
And while you're down there, hit that like button if you're enjoying this deep dive. We put a lot of effort into bringing you the most comprehensive and insightful Pokemon Go content, so your support really means a lot.
Yeah, we love seeing those comments. It's awesome to see what everyone's thinking about.
Me too. Always great to get the community's take on things.
Exactly. But even if you're, more of a silent observer, we appreciate you tuning in for this deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all part of this Pokemon Go community, whether we're sharing our thoughts in the comments, we're just quietly soaking it all in.
That's right. We hope you're walking away from this episode feeling pumped, ready to dominate the Dual Destiny season. I know I am. I'm itching to test out some of these new strategies, see how the meta unfolds. What about you?
Oh, I'm already theory crafting, teams predicting which Pokemon will rise to the top. It's like a puzzle,
Yeah.
and the pieces are constantly changing, which keeps it exciting.
Yeah, and remember, trainers, the most important thing is to have fun, right? Go Battle League is a chance to test your skills, experiment, maybe even make some new friends along the way.
Well said. Win or lose, it's all about the journey and the joy of battling. And hey, who knows, you might discover your new favorite Pokemon.
Speaking of discoveries, before we wrap up, we want to leave you with a final, thought-provoking question to ponder.
Okay, hit me with it.
All right. With all these changes, the combat system, the new moves, Mega Pokemon, which Pokemon do you think will become the unexpected MVPs of this season?
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to think about that. Lots of possibilities.
That's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
We can't wait to see what strategies you all come up with and how the meta evolves. So get out there, trainers, and battle your hearts out.
Yeah, and share your triumphs and your, maybe your tough losses with us in the comments. We're always here to celebrate those victories and offer some support when those tough losses hit.
And most importantly, make sure you're subscribed to 1Z for all the latest Pokemon Go news, analysis, and strategies. We'll be here every step of the way to help you navigate this crazy world of GO Battle League.
Until next time, trainers, happy battling.